Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm delighted to be joined by one of the stars of the 2021 Giro d'Italia, Tobias Foss of Norway and of course also of Jumbo-Visma. Great to have you here, Tobias, and absolutely incredible that you managed to finish inside the top 10. First Norwegian, we believe, since 1984. And yeah, first of all, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, of course, it's a good feeling. Of course, a bit tired, but yeah, it's nice to get home with a good result in the bag and also 3 really nice weeks on the road. So I really enjoyed it a lot, and now I had almost a day at home and also enjoying that a lot. So yeah, May has been a really good month. So really enjoyed it.
I mean, your Giro was it kind of you did so well in the first week, finishing third in the opening time trial, and then came very close to the Maglia Rosa. And then, how was that first week for you?
Yeah, it was a good week. Started really well. Kind of surprised myself a bit as well. But yeah, it was a really good start both for me and also for the team with Edo, also be high up, and also Jos. So yeah, we were just a really nice group, and every day we had a lot of fun and just went out with the mindset of going full gas every day. And of course also the first week was a bit challenging with we came there with George as a leader or captain, but yeah, he struggled a bit with the cold, and that's not yeah too surprising when you look how skinny he is, and also yeah when he's used to almost having summer all year. But yeah, it was challenging, but also nice first week. Got nice into the race. Yeah, everyone lost some time, but in the end we gave our all every day, and then you can't do too much more actually.
Yeah, how was the weather? How did it affect you? Because there was quite a few days where it was actually raining, and particularly that Sistola stage as well.
Yeah, for me every stage with rain was a really nice one, because I also woke up or started the day with the mindset of that this is my day, or this will suit me well. I have no problems in rain, or yeah, of course I get cold as well, but I know that when I get cold, and then the other guys are probably even colder. And yeah, I think also it's all about executing well. We're still eating properly, and fueling on the bike, and changing clothes, and keeping yourself warm. And on that part, I'm quite sharp. So yeah, even though I still also prefer riding in the sun in nice weather, yeah I already had a small win before the start, knowing that this was a day that will suit me well.
And one of the stages that was very iconic of this year's Giro was, of course, the Montalcino stage, the gravel stage. How did you find that day? And did you, as Jumbo-Visma, did you prepare in any special way for that stage as well?
Uh, is this was the climb with the gravel, or was it the whole?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shoot, that's true as well. Yeah, there was two. Yeah, how did you find the one with the climb, the gravel climb as well? That's probably
Oh yeah, we can start with that one. That
yeah.
was I think a really hard day, and in the end, like also I was also expecting it a bit, but like the first week when everything is quite explosive, then then I struggle to, or I can still do good numbers, but the best do really high numbers. So yeah, I look to my strength as that I can hold high numbers for the whole 3 weeks, and I could also do that in the end. But yeah, when they go full gas in less than 2K, then yeah, I struggle a bit with the pace. But yeah, again, it was also cool. Like stages with gravel is really original. It's not a lot of stages with or races with gravel the same as with like cobbles or cobble climbs. So you just have to enjoy it as well, and it's really something special. And also the real gravel stage was also a really cool one. I did Strade earlier this year. That was my first race of the season, so my legs weren't that good, but it just like I said, it's so original racing, and it's such a different type of race than normal. And what I felt was cool in Giro as well was that normally if you put, for example, a Roubaix stage in the Tour, or for example in the Strade stage in the Giro, the racing is a bit different compared to the one-day race, because even though we maybe, for example, in Roubaix stage, you maybe have some couple classic riders, but they then have to take care of their leaders, and it changes the whole dynamic of the race. But what was really cool in Giro was that Ineos was so offensive and really went full gas that it was actually really proper racing, and compared to the real Strade, it was really basically similar. So that was a really cool day, and luckily I had good legs, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well, and like I said, it's just something special with the gravel races.
I mean, you have raced Egan Bernal a number of times now as well, in the Tour de l'Avenir as well. Both of you won the Tour de l'Avenir. So yeah, what was it like racing against Ineos on such like the sharp end of a race of a Grand Tour?
Yeah, it was cool, of course. Egan is a really nice guy, and I don't talk a lot with him, but he's a cool guy, and he was really sharp the whole. He had some off days, but also for me being in the race, I know that on his off days he still did a really strong performance. It was just that the other guys really did like a even stronger performance. So I was really impressed by him, and huge respect for the level he had. It was really high and really strong, and really sharp the whole tour. So and then also he has a really strong team around him with Moscon did a really good gravel stage there, and also Castroviejo was really putting a lot of pain in my body in the last week. So, and of course he had Martinez with his on his right hand. So I think they simply are the strong, or they have the strongest guys in the bunch. And it's cool to race against them for sure.
How did you find the Monte Zoncolan stage?
Yeah, that was also a quite hard one. But again, like when there's iconic things or climbs or elements inside the stage, it's also, you also look to it as more an experience than a race, and just to check it off the list and do the climb was also cool. But to me, when it gets deeper than 10%, then I struggle a bit, and also it was quite short, so also a bit too explosive. But the run up until the last 3K where it really gets deep, it was not that bad actually, but it was quite an uncomfortable pace. And then the last 3K was really steep, and it was all about surviving and getting to the finish. And that was a really hard day on the bike, but I don't think I was alone.
And well, this is your second Giro, but first time you've done so well. How does Tobias Foss of 2020 at that year's Giro d'Italia differ from 2021? What did you kind of learn from the two?
To be honest, I felt like the Giro last year was I didn't learn that much actually from a Grand Tour perspective, because I only did 10 days because of the positive test of Stevie. But I think my level is quite similar. Maybe even it was a bit higher last year. But so this year going into the Giro as well, I really worked on the mindset of taking day by day, and no matter the result, I will still like allow myself to just be in the race and enjoy it, suffer as much as I can, and going full every day, and then just learn, I looked at it as my first Grand Tour, and I really haven't had a belief that I can do well in those kind of races, but still I have a lot to learn, and to expect anything in your first Grand Tour is stupid. So I really just had to take it day by day and just experience everything. And in the end, the result was also great, and that was just a huge bonus. But so I felt like I didn't learn that much last year, but this year I for sure learned a lot about what's required, and the level, and also about myself, what was going on in my own body, and especially mind in the last half of the race. That was a really cool experience.
So looking back at your Giro d'Italia, which one was your favorite stage?
It was quite funny because we during the race I I really felt like the time was going fast. But for example, in one of the last stages, we were talking about it around the dinner, and then I got the question, yeah, but do you remember some of the first stages? And I was like completely blank, like no idea. But to me, the Strade stage was the coolest one. I really had good legs, and I really felt like I was in the race and up front, and yeah, even though I did a good GC, I still didn't feel like I was really in the race, in the mountains, because I was always just about pushing myself to my own limit. And yeah, that's also nice in one way, and it's never easy to come top 10, but still, that stage with the gravel, to really be in front and really race, that was really cool. And yeah, a day I enjoyed it a lot.
Final question. Looking ahead to the rest of the season, I know it might feel a bit daunting now that you've just done 3 weeks of really hard racing. But like, what kind of goals are you looking for? In the rest of the season, are you looking towards the Olympics as well, or?
Yeah, so actually, even though I'm tired, I'm also super motivated, because it was also a cool experience that gave a lot of motivation. So now for sure the next week will be quite easy, but then I start looking forward to nationals. I really want to try to go for especially the Tanjal, and then you have the Olympics after. That's this is a special thing, and something I have to experience, and I really want to be there, well prepared, and in my top level, and then just see how it goes. And then after that, how it looks like now, it will be a bit smaller stage races, or not smaller, but I will do like Poland, Tour of Britain, and Tour of Croatia together with Norway. So, and I will also get a chance in those races, so to go for my own result and be the leader. So that's a really cool experience, and something that I'm really hooked on and motivated to work well now after I have my rest, and really prepare well and be in good shape for the last half of the season.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, and of course, if anyone wants to follow you, I'll put all your details down below in the video. So thanks very much for that, Tobias, and we'll look out for you.
Thank you.